What's up guys, my name is Tom, welcome back to another video, and today we are here back on F1 2019 to do another weekly event, fourth episode in this channel, or fifth episode, and it's going to be the first classic event, with a weekly event with the classic cars, I should say, and we're going to drive one of the best F1 cars in history, the Ferrari F2004, driven by Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello. So strap in, it's going to be an absolutely amazing video, even more because we're going to drive around Monza with this car, with this beautiful V10 engine, more than 800 brake horsepower, and in terms of sound I don't have anything to say because yeah, it's a F2004 Ferrari, is a V10 engine. I don't know what I'm saying, but we'll see what we can do in this Italian Grand Prix. It's not very common me showing the practice programs, but I decided to be a little bit different because it's a different video, you know, and I decided, okay, let's be a little bit different, and we're going to show you the normal procedures of a practice program. But first, I want you guys to listen to this. Yeah, beautiful sound, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to stop. I don't know what to say because in practice there's not much else to say. But here we are doing our things. The difference between the F1 practice and the classic cars practice, and we're having a fish there with the car. We're going to do a 360. Yes, we did, and yeah, that went pretty well in style. And there you go, showing the replay. Okay, that was cool, but like I was saying, the only thing different comparing with the modern F1 cars practice is that you don't have the ERS management, and here we are already on qualifying, going purple on all practice programs, pretty easy, and doing our first laps in qualifying sessions. Pace has been pretty solid. It's very easy to drive this car around this track. It's not much of a big deal. We're going with a low downforce setup, and here we are just doing the laps, pushing too hard through Lesmo 2, and we lost the back end, a bit of our front wing, and that's our first couple of laps over, and we're going to a second set of tires. We have like 4 sets of dry tires for the qualifying session, which is a lot. I just need 2 or 3. And here we are, and unfortunately our lap has been invalidated because yeah, we cut a little bit the Scary street corner cutting rules in these weekly events, so you can't abuse when it comes to track limits. You can abuse a little bit on the first corner, you can cut a little bit, abuse a little bit on the first apex, and once again the lap being invalidated. So Scary is a very hard corner to manage, even more harder when you have street corner cutting rules, and once again for the 3rd time in a row we had an invalidated lap, and now this is going to be our best lap with traffic, and you're going to join me on this lap. I'm going to try to narrate and not to lose it, because this was my fastest lap of all weekend, and it was with traffic, just to see how important slipstream around Monza. We lost a little bit of time on the first sector. Now we overtook a 2006 Renault through Curva Grande. I believe that's Curva Grande. I'm really bad with corner names, but we lost a little bit of time with Ferrari at the first chicane, but we gained a little bit of time on the Variante della Roggia and in Curva Grande thanks to the slipstream. Now we're going to have another car, so more slipstream. These cars ahead of us with the V8 engines are absolutely snails, and we snail pass another 2006 Renault, and now we go for a Scary. We're going to cut this time. No, we don't, and we're going to carry on going green, so we're improving despite going red on the last 2 sectors, and we're going to get another slipstream from another Ferrari, and you're going to see that the car is ghosting. So when it comes to qualifying these weekly events, to not being disturbed, for the lap not being disturbed, the cars ghost, which is good because I had some laps ruined in the previous challenges with the cars getting blue flags, and we're going to set to 119.3, and it's going to be pole position, but that doesn't matter, and we're going to jump on the race. But first I decided to go with a different helmet. We're going to use the Schumacher's helmet from the 2004 season. I decided, okay, let's be a little bit different, use a classic helmet, never used in my F1 career, and the 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix, 13 laps ahead of us, And away we go, and let's see if we can get a good start. In terms of loss control, it's not very good in this Ferrari. Look at how fast was the Red Bull. I believe that, almost sure that Red Bull jumped the start. But we're going to overtake the Renault onto the grass, putting a little bit the wheel onto the grass, and into the first chicane we go. There's a lot of cars off to the track. The typical online mayhem at Monza. Look at the quantity of cars that are off to the track. And we went for P17 to P10, P9, P8 now. Thank you very much. I'll take that every day of the week. We jumped from P17 to P8 in the space of one sector. We didn't even finish the first sector. We're going to finish now, I believe. No, we finish once we get to the Variante della Roggia. So it's 11 positions in one sector. Let's see how many we can get in the space of one lap. This McLaren seems to be a little bit slow, taking very weird lines. And here I decided to put pause because I was driving with the assist on. I was feeling the automatic gearbox, and the game didn't allow me to change. I don't know if that is a bug or a glitch, but this McLaren is showing to be very, very hard to overtake. He is very slow on the straights, he's very slow on the corners. He should be fast on the corners because that McLaren has some downforce. He's one of the best cars when it comes to aero, but we managed to pass him very quickly on the straight. And P7, P6 because someone disconnected. A lot of people disconnecting over the course of this race, but we have a Ferrari ahead of us. Fruitless Moto lost the back end, and that was much easier than I was thinking. It was going to be easy anyway in the straight, but now another Braun. We pass him very, very quickly. The V8s reach like of the 2010. Okay, the Braun is from 2009, but from this age, these V10s, the maximum speed that they can get is 310 kilometers per hour, and we hit 350 or so, which is a lot, as you can see, passing very quickly the Ferrari onto the straight, and we are into the podium position. So from P17 to a podium place in just 5 laps. I'll take that every single day of the week. And now we're going to try to chase down P2 that is very far up to the road. We're going purple on the second sector, which is good. But let's know some details about who's ahead of us, so team radio.
The time last lap was a 1:23.5. You're gaining by 8 tenths. 8 tenths. They have a time penalty of 3.0.
This is good news for us. 9 tenths faster than the car ahead. We have to bear in mind with the tires because this car has traction control. It's quite ironical because we're driving with the traction control on, but I think that does anything to this Ferrari. So I was going to say, despite this car having traction control, as we are abusing and now we have 3-second time penalty, I was going to say that the car ahead of us had a 3-second time penalty. So I was pushing to get in that window, but it seemed that we have to physically overtake him. This car now, but now he starts to pick up the pace. We were like 1 second faster per lap, and now he started to pick the pace, and it shows by setting the fastest lap. So it was very weird to see that. Maybe he was stuck some traffic, he was warming up in these last few laps, but I still was trying to push. As you can see, the gap was 7 seconds, but unfortunately wasn't enough to overtake this guy. Was pushing and pushing, and you're going to see on the last lap I was tired just to see how fast was I going. As you can see, going purple on the second sector, so I still wasn't give up at this stage because I thought, okay, I can get another penalty, and you never know. But in these last few laps, it was really starting to pick up the pace, and that was the race. A 2004 Ferrari won the race, no surprise. I don't know why people choose a V10 for a power track like Monza, but yeah, that made things so much easier for us. And we're going to cross the line, and it's a podium at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm happy, but it was very boring after overtaking all those cars. After getting into the podium places, it was really boring, the race. And a lot of people getting disconnected. That is the thing that I don't understand. A lot of people get disconnected. Like, my internet is not the best, but at least I'm not disconnecting all the time. But that was the video, guys. Make sure to smash like and subscribe to if you see plenty more Formula 1 content. It really motivates me to make more. I have to make a race with these 2004 Ferraris in open lobbies to see if I found better racing in sprint 5-lap races, for example, and with the other classic cars. That's a good idea for the next few videos. I'll see if I can do that. But like I said, guys, that was the video, so thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash like and subscribe channel if you need to see plenty more Formula 1 content. It really motivates me to make more once again. But for me is everything. My name's Tom, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video next time. But for now, it's goodbye.